Scavengers survive with a mix of might, smarts, and willpower. The power plant at Chernobyl failed 30 years ago and the area has become dangerous, strange, and mutated. But that hasn't stopped people from coming back. Why come back? Well, in the center of the power plant lies the sarcophagus, which holds the mother of all artifacts. That's why. This is Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl, which was designed by Krzysztof Glosnicki and Maciej Druing and published by Rebel, who helped sponsor this video. Hi everybody, my name is Nick Murphy of the Brothers Murph, and we are here with BoardGameGeek.com. Well, I've found the secrets I need and I'm ready to make a push to the sarcophagus, so let's get this game down to the table to go a little more in focus on Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl. In Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl, players will take on the role of scavengers who will be gathering items and secrets and trying to make their way to the sarcophagus in the middle of the dreaded power plant. Each player will be given a choice of 2 scavengers, all of which have their own special power, attributes, and items. Players will be attempting to gather secrets from 2 of the 4 secret locations. These secrets will allow the player to enter the power plant, where they will try and win the game by completing the event on a sarcophagus card. Each round is divided into 3 phases: the action phase, the event phase, and the rumor phase. The first player has the title of the Voice of Zona, which is a very important title. During the action phase, a player may take 2 actions on their turn. Actions include moving to an adjacent location, performing a local action, resting to restore fatigue, searching to encounter a threat at the location, or attempting to open a secret location if adjacent to one. When moving into a new location, the player must encounter a threat if one is present. If there's more than one present, the Voice of Zona gets to choose which one they encounter. The player may also do a search action to encounter a threat at their current location. In either case, the threat token is flipped over and the player must resolve some tests. Each threat will have an ability that will generally make the fight more difficult. The player will immediately have to test their alertness and then after do the main test if they would like to. All tests resolve in the same way. The player will compare their attribute level to the level needed and then will roll dice to increase or decrease their level. A plus sign adds 1 to their level, a minus sign subtracts 1 to their level, and this symbol here is considered to be a blank, but if 2 are rolled, the player takes damage. Many items and abilities can alter the roll of the dice, and after all mitigation has been applied, the player will either fail the test and take the penalty or pass and gain the benefit. Now these encounters can be rough, but that's all in the action phase. The event phase is where the story is. After all players have done their actions, the event phase begins. Each player takes an event card corresponding to their location. A green card if they're in the green sector, yellow if they're in the yellow sector, a secret location if they're in a secret location, or a sarcophagus event if they're in the power plant. Each player will read their card aloud and perform the test that corresponds to where they are on the map. The events at the secret locations are special, for if the player completes the event, they receive a secret and keep the card. Secrets from 2 of the secret locations is what allows a player to enter the power plant and try a sarcophagus event. And if a player successfully passes one of those, they win the game. But if no one won the game, we would move on to the rumor phase. The Voice of Zona will flip over the top rumor card and read it aloud. These will often have persistent effects that change the rules and course of the game. They may also move the emissions tracker down. If the emission tracker reaches the bottom, the Voice of Zona immediately reveals an emission card and all players not in a bunker take a ton of damage, and all threats on the board are discarded and new threats are added. Once the rumor phase is finished, the Voice of Zona moves to the next player and the next round begins. Play will continue until one player successfully completes a sarcophagus event and wins the game, or until all the sarcophagus event cards are gone and all players lose. Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl is a big game with a ton of story in it. Every round players will have to resolve events, and these constant injections of story really make the theme of the game come alive. And all that story is on top of a tense game full of hunting for secrets, items and artifacts, fighting with mutants, and of course, the sarcophagus. And if Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl seems like a theme you'd want to sink your teeth into, make sure to check out its page on BoardGameGeek.com and watch a review. And until next time, I've been Nick Murphy. We're here with Board Game Geek, and we've been going in focus on Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl. Have a great day.